Today we're working on 10.3. Donovan, I need you to turn so you can be watching this. We're working with volume of spheres. So we did volume of cylinders, which is volume equals base times height. Base of the circle is what? How do you find the base? How do you find the area of the base? Radius. Pi. Radius squared times pi. So for a cylinder, volume equal pi times radius squared times height. Yesterday we worked on a cone. Volume was, what was the only difference? What's the only difference? It's pointed at the top, so what's different in the equation though? We have to divide by 3, or times by 1/3. For a sphere, we have to find the volume of a sphere. Today's goals, the way you're going to see that is, you're going to find the volume of a sphere using our equation, use the formula to find the radius, and find volumes of composite solids. So you might have a little mixture up here. Today, the key idea here is volume of a sphere. The volume V of a sphere is the product of 4/3 times pi and the cube of the radius. What does cube of the radius mean? Huh? I can't say that. Times itself by 3. So that means radius cubed. So remember, radius is only halfway across. Diameter is all the way across. So today, our equation is volume equals, and like I just said here, 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. Pretty similar to what we've been doing. So for A, find the volume of each sphere. We'd start off with volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. You should write down, what do you know? Well, I know that my radius is 4. And that's about all I need to know. Volume equals 4/3 times pi times 4 cubed. We're going to go ahead and do this on our calculator. I'm going to start with 4 cubed. 4 to the 3rd power 4 times 4 times 4, 64. Then I'm going to do times, and make sure you're using this pi. Remember, if you use 3.14, it's not as accurate. You might be off by a 10th. So we times by pi times, how do I do 4/3? Kind of similar to how we did 1/3 yesterday. Good. Times by your numerator. So times by 4 equals divide by our denominator, 3. So I'm going to get 268.08. Volume 268.08. Round to the nearest 10th. There's my 10th. So it's either 268.0 or 268.1. We look at the number to the right, the place value. Since it's an 8, it would become no 1. Volume is approximately 268.1. I really don't feel like I need to spend a whole lot of time doing this. Think you guys can end up doing that part? Feel good with that? What's different on B? It's a diameter. So my equation would still stay the same. We're not going to work this whole thing. We're just going to set it up. But since I know the diameter is 10, what do I have to do? Divide by 2, which tells me my radius is 5. And then I can put it in. Alright. This is the work they just did for what we just did. All comes out to the same thing. Same thing, try it. You guys feel comfortable with it, or do you need to work one more? Comfortable? So, we're going to do one of these, and then I'll let you guys work. This one, find the radius. So, we still have volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. R is missing. Volume, this is the tricky part, is 288 times pi. So we have to make sure we put all that in. So I'm going to say 288 times pi is my volume, and it is going to equal 4/3 times pi, and we're searching for, use this color, for my radius. What do you feel like we should do first? Abu? Say this again. Take the pi out? Yeah, so if I divide by pi on both sides, divide by pi, well, pi divided by pi is 1, pi divided by pi is 1. We would be left with 288 is equal to 4/3, and then our radius. And we gotta get radius by itself right now. It's radius cubed. I don't want to undo that yet because I have 4/3 being times by. How do I get rid of 4/3? Dusty? Say it again.
So you take the numerator and times it by 288.
No, you're doing 288 times 4/3. No, because remember these two are equal to each other. How do I get rid of 4/3 over here?
Don't you do that thing? I forgot what it's called. The square.
Nope, we don't want to do that yet. Because I want to get this red by itself. I don't care that it's r cubed right now. How do I get rid of the green? By what? Nope.
The square root of the power?
No, we can't do that yet. I can't do something to the red yet because I have 4/3 times r cubed. How do I get rid of the 4/3?
1 divided by 3.
Huh?
1 divided by 3.
No.
I just guessed, so I have no idea. Would you like to count 288?
No. Here's the question, guys. We should know this because we did this with equations a lot. How do I take a fraction? If a fraction's being multiplied by something, how do I undo a fraction?
itself.
Do what, Noah?
Divided by itself.
What do you mean divided by itself? Okay, so 4/3 divided by 4/3. Remember, we don't divide fractions up. So what would I do for multiplication?
Negative.
No, not negative. Noah's right. Technically, I'm going to do 4/3 divided by 4/3. However, how do we divide fractions? We switch to multiplication.
You change split.
So then what?
You have to keep the first one and then
Good.
change it to 3/4.
You get rid of a fraction. If a fraction's multiplying, you multiply by the reciprocal. So 4/3, I'm going to times by 3/4. So this side I have to do 3/4. And the reason we do that is if I have 4/3 times 3/4, well, the 4's cancel each other out, the 3's cancel each other out, and it equals 1. So on this side, I would then be left with r cubed. But on this side, 288, I would do 288 times 3, and then I would divide it by 4, and I get 216. 3/4 of 288 is 216. We did that again. 3 times 288, divide by the 4. Now, how do I get r by itself? Cube root. Good. So I cube root it. Cube root it. R equals, and here's my 216. See, in my calculator I have to go shift the y to the root to the third will give me 6. Yeah. So my radius would equal 6. Okay. Kind of worry about this one just because we're forgetting how we get rid of a fraction. But we multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, our notes are going to be on here. I'm going to have you guys start. Like I said, you have to work by yourself right now, not with a partner. Your homework is on Big Ideas, 6 questions. You must show me your work. You must show me your work. So get a blank piece of paper, make sure you write your name on it. Show me your work, and then you'll turn it in.
Haley, can you do that?